Hey y'all, happy Saturday. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing great today. As you're on your way in, please double tap the screen, hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Today we are diving into Cardi B's brand new album, Am I the Drama? After 7 long years since Invasion of Privacy, the Bronx Queen is back with 23 tracks and all the hype you could imagine. We're going to break down the album stats, singles, collabs, and fan reactions. And I want to see your take on it. If you have heard the album yet, what you think about it. So grab your snacks, grab your water, grab your soda, grab whatever you like, and come drop your thoughts in the chat. And let's get into it. Before we get started, who here, or if you're listening to this after, have you already streamed or downloaded this album? Just let me know in the chat. You could put yes. Or if you're listening to this afterwards, let me know if you already streamed or downloaded the album and what are your thoughts on it. So the album was released yesterday, September 19th. You guys know her label as Atlantic Records. It has 23 tracks. The total length of the album is about 70 minutes, a little bit over an hour. Um, Cardi's title, of course, Am I the Drama? Cardi was leaning public in, into her public image, her controversy, and her unapologetic persona. 23 tracks. Do you think 23 tracks is too much for one album? Or do you love a full project with variety? When I saw 23 tracks, I was like, wow, that's a lot of tracks. But they are, the songs are not that long, so, you know, it does go by pretty quickly. So have you guys listened to the album? Have you streamed it? Have you downloaded it? Welcome in. Please double tap that screen, hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. We're talking about Cardi B's album, I Am the Drama, that came out yesterday. It's her second album, her first in after 7 long years. So, um, it became platinum on day one. Over 1 million album equivalent units sold in the US. Number one on iTunes immediately upon release. Compared to her first album, Invasion of Privacy, which won a Grammy and broke records, this one shows Cardi staying, on task, you know? Everybody was on it, you know? They already on social media, there's already dances to her songs. She did debut her video, Safe, you know? So she's definitely still on top. I know I'm one of the ones that as soon as it dropped at midnight Eastern Standard Time, I did listen to all the tracks, you know? How many of y'all were streaming this album the first day? Be honest. Cardi had us waiting. Uh, we already knew for about a year she was making this album. You know, she was promoting it like crazy out in the streets, literally out in the streets, on the subways in NYC, you know, just doing her thing. No one, welcome in. What's so funny? Let me know. Let me know so I can laugh too. So far, her singles. Hey JK, welcome in. Please double tap the screen to hit that like button to like the video or hit the like button, whichever one's easier for you. Talking about Cardi's album, Cardi B's new album, Am I the Drama? Um, her singles that she dropped so far was Outside. It debuted at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. And also, you know, the most recent, the Imaginary Players, debuted last month and is still climbing charts. Both singles gave fans a taste and hype before the album was released. Hi, Virginia. Welcome in. How are you? Let me know if you guys have listened to the album. Are you a Cardi fan? Did you stream the album yet? Did you download it? Um, or maybe you don't even know. Maybe you're from somewhere else that you don't even know who Cardi is. But let me know. I'm interested to know. You love Cardi B? Did you listen to her new album? What you think about it, Virginia? Which single out of her new album did you play more? Did you play Outside or Imaginary Players? Or did you just wait for the whole album? Please don't tell me what to do on my live stream. If you don't like a facelift live stream, I'm sorry. I do go live and I do show myself sometimes, but for the most part, because I do have a toddler running around and things like that, you know, I do it when I want to. Hold on 1 minute. Yeah, sorry, I'm back. But yeah, as you can see, my picture is right there, so you know how I look. Um, but you know, when I go outside later, I'll be on. I'll put my camera on. But as for right now, this is what it is. But I do greatly appreciate you for being here. You know, close the door, right? So let me know where you guys from. Where you guys from? Yes. So see, and that's one of the reasons why I'm always being interrupted. My teen was just interrupting me. Um, so yeah, the features and collaborations on this album is Summer Walker on Dead and Shower Tears, Selena Gomez on Pick It Up, Kaylani on Safe, Lizzo on What's Going On, Cash Cobain on Better Than You, Lourdes on My Back, Janet Jackson on Principle, Tyler on Nice Guy, and of course Megan Thee Stallion on WAP. You know, she did add Up and WAP on this album. So yeah. Hi, Austin. Hello, Austin. Please no spamming the chat. Please, let's do better. Please no spamming the chat. And while you're here, double tap the screen, hit the like button, please. So, you know, Summer Walker collabs are the emotional R&B focused tracks. Fans are loving the classy heartbreak vibes. Selena Gomez and Lizzo bring that pop appeal, you know, crossover. And of course, Janet Jackson's feature gives like the legacy credibility, a, a bridge between the generations. While Tyler and Megan bring the modern female power. Sorry, guys. I tell them no spamming. But give that modern female power voices. The album balances between emotional tracks and club bangers, showcasing Cardi's range. You know, at first, the first part of the album, it was alright. The second album to me, the second half was better, but as I heard it a second time, I did like more of the songs. You know, you can definitely tell Cardi was in her feelings when she was recording this album. The slow songs were more her letting her feelings out of, what's going on in her life and between her and Offset and things like that. And then there were those songs that, what you can say they were diss tracks, you know. Um, so, if any feature surprised you, which surprised you the most, and which track with a feature is your favorite so far? I don't know which one's my favorite. I did like the ones with Summer Walker. I did like the one with Lizzo, and I did like Safe. And I do like the video as well. They both look pretty. They did good in that video. So the album reflects Cardi's public life, the feuds, and being judged, like she's always being judged. You know, it is a mix of club bangers because bodega baddies. I could definitely see that, chilling in the club, that's or in the lounge, whatever you want to say. And I could definitely see females dancing to it, twerking to it, doing their thing. I do like that merengue beat that came, that's on it. You could definitely dance to that music, that song. So, there's definitely going to be a lot of videos and dances going on and TikTok and everything. Yeah. So you can definitely feel the strong feminist energy. She's trying to claim her spot in hip hop. I know it took a lot out of her to get this album out. And then now, we know that she is pregnant. So I could just imagine how much energy it's taking her to put this out, and not only to put it out, but to promote it. And, she's just going to be nonstop for a long time, you know? So I do wish her strength, and I hope she keeps on, exercising and things like that. So she definitely has the energy she needs to continue to promote this album and get ready for her tour. You know, people are going to be expecting a lot from her, as they always do. And, I just wish her the best. That song Pretty and Petty is another one that's getting out. And, is getting quoted by fans. Do you feel Cardi showed her growth in her music, or is it um more of the same bold style we know her for? For me, I think is a little bit different. Well, not a little bit, way different than her first album. Like I said, I feel like she was in her emotions a lot for this album. It's not easy going through a divorce, spending so much time when you're with somebody for so long and then it having to end in, a negative way, and her still going through her divorce and things like that. But then, finding love. Well, I hope it's love, you know. But only time will tell, we'll see. But she definitely has a hit with this album. She has a lot of fans, so her fans definitely are helping her stay trending and helping this album flourish. You know, fans are loving the Summer Walker tracks, Dead and Shower Tears. They're also loving the Kehlani Safe, because of that old school R&B vibe. And then of course, the song with Selena Gomez, Pick It Up. It's trending, I guess, for curiosity because they want to see how does um how does Cardi mix with that pop blend style. These TikTok trends and memes are already popping from outside and imaginary players, and the key lyrics. So I know we're going to see much, much more soon. We're going to see a lot of videos, TikTok videos, you know. And what I love about when I see people dancing to her music is that it's not only, the United States, it's just all over the world, you know. And that's what I love, the diversity of her music and how far it goes, you know, and the different people that love her music and support her. So if you've listened to this music, let me know what's your favorite lyrical bar from the album so far. I do have to honestly listen to it a few more times to actually memorize my favorite lyric. But you know, I really felt bad when her in one of her songs when she talked about obviously when she was with Offset and that he would be texting other females while in the bed with her. Like you you can tell how much she went through, you know? And she let it out on this album for sure. Cardi is one of the few female rappers who can drop an album and instantly go platinum, making the Guinness Book of World Records. She confirms her staying power after 7 years. Could this album win her another Grammy? Fans and critics are definitely watching very closely to that, you know? A lot of people are judging it. Some people do think it could have been better. I honestly, even though I love Cardi, I think it could have been better. But, these stats say differently. um, but I don't know that one song yet that I say is like a definite hit and that is gonna be our song next summer. Like on this album? What song is gonna be a hit next summer that is gonna be blasting from the cars and stuff like that? I'm not quite sure yet, but I guess as time goes by, we'll see. Because you know how it is. Once you hear a song, at first you don't like it or, you don't think it's all that. But then once you continue hearing it, you all of a sudden know all the words and then you find yourself, dancing. So we'll see. Um, so yeah, do you think she's gonna get another Grammy for this? So type yes or no in the chat or in the comments after I get off. Yeah, so overall, Cardi B gave us a huge project, 23 tracks, platinum on day one, and all the hype we expected. Love her or hate her, you can't deny she knows how to deliver. Personally, I think this album shows her confidence and ability to dominate the game in 2025. So, drop your thoughts and comments in the comments or chat and let me know what's your favorite track, feature, or moment. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please make sure you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell because I'll be covering more updates and celebrity drama real soon. And yeah, so thank you so much. And, don't forget, hit that like button, share, subscribe. And I hope you all have a great Saturday. And I will see you on the next video. Bye now.